Hello. This is Budgets with Grace, where I give you a glimpse of my life using the lens of my budget. My name's Grace. If you don't recognize the software you're seeing right now, it's called YNAB or You Need a Budget. You can try it with a link in my description below. It's some of the best budgeting software out there. In addition to that, if you do see some features in my account that you don't recognize in your own, it's probably part of Toolkit for YNAB, which is a free Google Chrome and Firefox browser extension. It's going to give you access to a lot of more nerdy features. If you just want more out of YNAB, there's a link in my description for it as well. So I didn't have time this week to make a dedicated net worth video, so in addition to doing a budget video with me right now, we're also going to be looking at my net worth pretty much since the first week in March. I'd rather look at everything to date rather than just what it was at the end of February, so let's get into it. So I'm going to look at my credit union account, and I can see that I have a transaction scheduled for tomorrow for my pay income, and I'm going to click on enter now. I'm also going to reduce this by a little bit because I have a mild version of health insurance that will be coming out. So I'll see if that's enough to cover that. Okay. So last time I did say March was fully funded. I was not counting my goals in that. So it is already the 5th or 4th of March. So I want to fund into April about the first week or so, just to stay on top of a month ahead. So I'm going to click on all of these immediate obligations that I put the day they're going to come out to the side there. So these are all within the first week. Click on underfunded. And now I'm going to go through and reduce to what I owe and reduce what Forrest will be sending me. Cat food is always has been a little bit more expensive than that goal, so I'll kind of pad that. And I'm also noticing, oh no, that's right, never mind. Okay. So the other thing I could work on funding a bit ahead. Maybe I'll do some of these true expenses. And then nothing from Wish Farm yet. I'll do 50 of the future. And 50 of giving. And household spending, this is definitely the one I wanted to get to. Do 75. About how much is the weekly goal? Oh, I do it monthly. Oops. I guess I could also do math. So 290 divided by 4. Yeah, I'll just round up to 75. It's fine. And I'll do 10 for the consumable stuff. 50 there, 40 there, $5 there. I'm just kind of sprinkling this paycheck throughout the budget. I feel like that's good for now. And I want to talk about some new categories that I have going on in my budget. So if you have a keen eye, you would have noticed that the future, one of my favorite categories to contribute, is depleted. And that's because it had about $3,000 in it, and I thought that was a lot. So I broke it up into a few different things down towards the bottom. into my nest egg fund. So, one of the things that Forrest and I have been talking about is really our need or desire to move to a bigger place. Um, it would be really nice for me to have a second bedroom that I could use as my office and kind of my own space to close the door and get away from the cats while I do my work. And also having at least 1.5, if not 2 bathrooms would be clutch. So I figured there are going to be moving costs associated with that, and I thought about $1,200 seemed like a good amount to set aside for that. The rest is currently set aside for travel, which we're not sure when this is going to happen. I put a date on it for October 2021, and that is my hope, my desire. We'll see how it goes. And now we get into longer term things, which I'm not sure these are going to stay the same, but I want to have a nice wedding, so let's put that amount there, and then I'll put 50 into pregnancy, and this is definitely from watching Penny's Not Perfection and Marissa Lynn, and Penny Drops just had another baby. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, what is your name? Emily. Sorry. It's the down payment that I am not sure about. Like, I don't think that I'm going to be able to save a down payment within 5 years unless a lot changes. Um, so we'll see. We'll see about this nest egg category. Right now, like I said, the goal for travel is, I didn't say it, but the goal for travel is 4,000 by October. The wedding is 7,000 by August 2023, and pregnancy is March 2026, and down payment is 10 years away. So I think I'd rather try to invest the money that I want to use for a down payment, but we'll just see how it goes working like this for a while. So I still have a little bit left over, and I'll go ahead and continue funding into April. Maybe I'll take care of a couple event funds. So I'm going to look in the sidebar under underfunded. I think I can find this 73 cents. So I'm going to do some found it. Goals, immediate obligations, true expenses, wish farm. It's good. Wish list doesn't have anything. Gifts is good. Or giving, I should say. Household spending. I think I could scrape 241. I also have a little bit starting in my found it. I had some interest accrue from my high yield savings account. So that's food spending. Okay, I feel good about that. So I'm gonna release this. Oops, I put it into I do that all the time. Like, oh, category, found it. Move the money to found it. So I have a little bit left over. Maybe I can fund a couple more of the true expenses. Man, I want just a little more change. I'm going to find it. Great. Now I have exactly $15 to put into true expenses for new contacts. And bada bing, bada boom. That's all the money that I have to be budgeted. It feels great. Up here, I can see 1245 basically went into April. And now if I'm in my current month, I can select everything and see that underfunded is $13.88, which sounds like a lot, but it's mostly this giant amount that I'm trying to pay to my grandpa. Now it's only $5.83. Wonder if I can find what that is. Believe it's mostly that nest egg. I think I have to reset this one. They moved the goals up here, which I really like. I'm glad they did that, but it keeps tripping me up. I keep trying to scroll down to get to it. Also, side note, YNAB, if anybody from YNAB watches this, which I don't know that you do, but if I click on future car payment, what's one with a goal? Okay, so I'm on Costco Haul. I have a goal set up, and I click edit goal, and it jumps the button. The height of this goal like section gets jumpy, so it's very unusual. And I would like recommend they have a fixed height on this so that it stays a little bit taller and it doesn't jump like that because I really dislike that. Just side note, UX designer stuff. All right, so other than my goal to pay back my grandpa, my goal to invest in a bridge account, and my goal to save up for a down payment, um, March is fully funded. I have some set aside into April. Feeling really positive about all this. So now let's get into some reports. What should I start with? Let's do spending by category, and we're just going to look at February. So immediate obligations is the largest. Personal spending is next, which is unusual, but paid for therapy as well as getting a new phone. So it's okay that this is a little higher. You can see I spent a lot less on cannabis this month, partially because I got a good deal down here, but also because I now am working full time. I smoke a lot less, honestly. Home decor. I got a new office chair, which is awesome. It's on my Instagram if you want to see it. It's very comfy. It's not very bouncy, but it's comfy. And that's pretty much that. Goals, mostly to the Roth IRA and a little bit to my bridge. I did get advice last time about what to do about exceeding the income maximum for the Roth IRA. So it sounds like I can withdraw my contributions that I have made so far this year and reinvest them into a traditional IRA and then do a backdoor from there. So the market is down right now, so I think I'm going to hold off withdrawing for maybe a few more months and try to make sure the market's up so that I'm not like, so basically there will be like earnings that I'm not withdrawing from. I'm just withdrawing the contribution. But I have stopped the automatic investment, which is a bummer. Like it's been going so well this year. I already have done $1,125 into my Roth IRA, which is insane. It's very exciting stuff. Thank you for all the good advice. household spending. So this is very different. Maybe I'll adjust this and include January. And we'll go back to household spending. And you can see that Forrest has just been doing a lot more grocery shopping. And so I've been categorizing more spending out of that category than groceries this month. But it's all going towards groceries. That's just how it looks in reporting. Food spending. Oh no, this is politics. So I did donate to the Commonwealth, which I saw a video from a celebrity, honestly, that inspired me to do that. But I had money in my holding account and it seemed like a good cause. So I'll leave a link for that in my description too if you want to check it out and see if it's a cause you are interested in supporting. Food spending. I had some brunch with my friend and treated her and my boyfriend. Friend was in town, coffee with my friend. Which, by the way, I put coffee with my friend under foods with friends, but coffee, its own category, is just like, I need to fix a coffee. And cat spending, what did I spend on them? Ooh, that magic air sprayer. Oh my gosh, it's the best cat training tool possibly ever. It sprays a spritz of air, it's unscented, it's just air, and it just scares the crap out of them when they set off like a motion detector. So they stop going up on my kitchen counters now. And it literally took one time, like one scare, and they're not messing with that shit anymore. Cool, cool. That's spending by category. Let's do income breakdown. And again, February is, there's no such thing as a normal month, but there's especially abnormalities in this because I got my windfall and it's represented here. It says 10,000 or 61% of my income. I paid myself a little bit as well as majority of my like earned income came from this Amazon job. A little bit came from Forest for rent and things. And just starting balance, interesting. And I, like I said, I had a tiny bit of interest that says 421 in interest. So immediate obligations is 12.75% about. Personal spending is about 6. Goals is only 3.45%, but arguably like most of this net gain is going to my goal of paying off debt. So this report is just weird this month. Yeah, I don't even know if there's a way for me to filter out. I don't think there is. This is just what it is. Which leads me to my net worth. So since we're including March in this, you can see it kind of stagnates, but this will go up as I get paid more this month. And this is that big, beautiful jump of, you can see in the income breakdown, this is 11,700 and about $25. And so that is represented here in this big jump. If I didn't get $10,000, it would only jump about 1,000, which is still a lot. So that's like a beautiful net worth chart to me. It's so exciting, and it got me thinking because you can see in the side it says my net worth is 28,000, a little less than $28,500. So I've mentioned before that this doesn't include my real estate or another loan that I have to my grandpa. So to track that or to get an idea of that, I look at my Wealthfront account, and I this is a little bit because the market dipped, but I was at about 110K net worth, which would be huge cause for celebration. However, if you scroll down to the Redfin estimate on my real estate, this is just wildly inaccurate, honestly. And I have friends in the industry, so I had them do a different valuation on my house that's probably more accurate. And I did my first Excel sheet. This is not available to anyone, nor would you want it to be. It is not fancy. But I just took the amount I have in cash, investments, student loans, other loans, and my mortgage. So these asset values as well as these liabilities all came straight from Wealthfront. Only difference is this mortgage value I took from an estimate that I got from my friend. And then to the side here under net, this value is just the amount I have value in the asset minus the liability. So my equity in my home is a little less than 60,000, which equals about 23% equity, which is great because I eventually want to get rid of my PMI on my house, and hopefully that can happen soon. And then next, I've taken this and made all the totals here. So my more accurate total net worth, I would say, is $77,125. So I would love to do a big happy dance celebration that I hit 100K net worth, but it just doesn't feel like I'm there yet. Maybe we'll never feel like I'm there. I've got to wrap things up because I've got to get going, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!